Welcome out to the jungle as we start tonight. We start postseason.
Here we go.
Chris Youngie alongside Brian, Jiggs, Babcock. Oh, Jiggs, this is the time you play for right now. It's postseason. This is sectional semifinals. Tigers get to host the Emmanuel Christian Warriors. A couple of teams just battling out. Winner takes all and moves on to Friday night to play the Rams in Tenora.
Yeah, I think you got two teams here that, if you look at their schedules, have played some pretty tough schedules.
Yep.
Emmanuel Christians, they've gone down to Dayton. They played some Dayton Bunbar. They got some big names that they played, along with Liberty Center, playing a lot of Division I schools on their schedule. So maybe the records are not really representative of what the talent that these two teams have. I think these are two very capable teams. And quite frankly, I think these are two teams that could probably, if they got hot, go through this bracket and potentially go to the regionals.
Can't say I disagree with that one, Brian. This is a Emmanuel Christian team that comes in 10-12 overall, 5-5 in the TAC for Coach Sed Harris. Wins over Bowser, Waite, Toledo Christian, Northview, Cardinal Stritch, Allen East, Ottawa Hills, North Central in overtime. They lost to Rogers, Afrocentric, Medina, Bluffton. They lost Ottawa Hills, Maumee Valley Country Day. They got twice. They split with Northview, Toledo Christian again, and they lost to Miller City. They average about 50 points a game. They give up about 52. Team that's coming off a season-ending double loss last week. Friday, they lose to Ottawa Hills for the second time by one, 44-43. On Tuesday before that, Maumee Valley Country Day, a 67-64 loss. Antoine Mister, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Dom Polnitz, 13 points. Donovan Cole, 11 points. Cedric Hester, 11 and 12. And this team is led by this Antoine Mister, Cedric Hester, and Ursay Martin, who those are 3 names from last year. You know, they lost a couple of really good guards. One is kind of up in the air where he's playing. The other one's averaging about 11.5, 12 points, if you said, at Defiance College this year.
Yep.
A couple of really, one's a, I don't know, you think he's a Big Ten quality guard that's all from last year's team.
He's 25-10 guy from last year, and we know this team from last year. We played them twice, right? We had them here, had them in the, obviously lost a heartbreaker at Napoleon against them.
Yep.
But this team's going to look a lot different. You know, they had 2 kind of superstars last year. The team's going to look a little bit different, a little bit more depth. They will have some size inside that we're going to have to deal with here tonight.
You know, the other part of that is, they are big size. Cedric Hester is a 6'8" center coming into tonight. He likes the offensive rebound. They don't run a lot of stuff for him. It's kind of odd as you're watching film. It's almost like they forget he's there, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, we got a 6'8" kid in the middle, and they throw him the ball like 7 straight times, and he gets 15 points out of it.
Yep.
Antoine Mister, 6'2" guard. You know, you're going to see a lot of drive, mid-range pull-up. He shoots it deep. Anthony Trombley, that's going to be a mouthful all night. He's a 6'3" guard, so they get big on the outside. He likes to shoot it from deep, and when he catches it, he's going to put it up or he's going to try to get to the middle. But you're going to have a lot of dribble penetration, deep threes, and offensive rebound is going to be such a big key.
Yeah, well, I think you saw a little bit in that second half against Delta. Our bigs start to dominate a little bit. You saw Gavin defensively. You saw Grady kind of get hot in that second half, and you saw Cruz as well, big on that, top of that 1-3-1, stealing, leading to points. So our bigs are going to have to play really big tonight. We're going to need a lot out of all 3 or 4 of them, including Hunter Spangler.
You talked a little bit about last year. This is a Emmanuel Christian team Liberty Center faced twice in the regular season. Here in the jungle. They lost 55-47. Gavin had 13 points, 17 rebounds. Landon Cruz had 13. Grady Miller had 9. And that was one of those games where you thought Liberty could do something special last year, and then they came into that game with 2 amazing guards, size. They hung tough. 8-point loss. It's like, well, wait a minute. These kids can flat out play.
Yep.
And then they got down to Napoleon, and then they lost 62-55. Gavin had 15 points, 14 rebounds, 10 turnovers for Gavin in that game. That was a monster. Colton Cruz had 14. Grady Miller had 9 again.
And that game was tighter than the score.
It was.
That was a tight game.
That was free throws down. Free throws, he made down the stretch. One of the big things of that game that really stands out to me, Ethan Gray, freshman, comes in the third quarter. His first 2 possessions on the floor, his first 2 catches, he knocked down threes.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, welcome to varsity basketball. He'd gotten some time, but that was the first time where he just walked in and was like, man, this kid can go out. And I tell him every day, I'm like, Ethan, keep in mind, you're such a good shooter that I'm surprised when you miss, not when you make it.
That's right. That's right.
This is a Tiger team coming into tonight, 9-12 overall, 3-4. They finished in the league for Coach Greg Badenhop in his 13th season. They average 53 points a game. They give up 55. A couple of big 80-point lopsided numbers there that throw those off. Very balanced at the top of the scoring. Gavin Galen's still averaging those 11 and 8. Grady Miller, big numbers last week a little bit, still at that 9.5, 10 points a game, 5 rebounds. Cam Robinson right at 9 points. Ethan Gray also right at 9. This is a team that lost last Tuesday to Ottawa, or to Wauseon in overtime, 58-55. Cam had 18 points off the bench. Ethan had 10. Gavin had 8 and 8. And then Friday night, after a 6-game losing streak, Delta came to town for that last regular season game. They beat Delta 71-50. Grady 15-5. Gary Cruz 15-3. Gavin Galen 11-10. Ethan had 12. And when they get 4 guys in double figures, that's a tough team. Only turned the ball over 13 times. And a big one to that, too, is 26-26 at halftime.
Yeah.
They scored 45 points in the second half.
Yeah, I think it was probably the best half that I've seen Liberty play. I mean, they just really, in that fourth quarter, they put their foot on the gas, and Delta could not stop them. I mean, it was turnover after turnover led to points, and I guess that's a good confidence booster heading into this game. This team, I think, has struggled with confidence some this year, and the depth is certainly a positive, but I think at times you get guys that are kind of looking around like, okay, who's gonna be the guy? When you got a tight game, you're under 2 minutes, who's going to get the ball and who's going to go take? And I think that's been a little bit of a mystery on this team a little bit because of some of the depth. And 5, 6, 7 guys can go get double digits at any night.
The other thing that's kind of interesting is they all really enjoy each other and like each other. And I don't know how much of it is we don't want to step on anybody's toes.
Yeah, right.
Right. There isn't – let's be honest, last year there was a hierarchy, right?
Yeah.
And every team I've been a part of, you've been a part of, there's been some sort of hierarchy where we know at this time of the game, if this is going to happen, this person is going to get it.
Yeah.
And if they don't get it, they grab you by the I walked down the floor one night to the free throw line after I got a rebound and got fouled, and I had a guard on each shoulder chewing each ear because they wanted the ball. They needed the ball to shoot free throws, and if I missed the free throws, they were going to beat my tail in the locker room.
Demand the basketball.
Exactly.
That's right.
So we don't have that, which is fun to watch, but sometimes it's like I wish somebody would just say, give me the ball.
That's right.
And yesterday in practice, Gavin called for the ball for the first time. It was quiet, but he called for it. I was very excited about that. I was like, I stopped practice. I said, did you just call for the ball? And he goes, yes. I gave him a hug. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Let's get it. This is a team tempo, Liberty Center, when there's that real fine line of speed where they're running and they're feeling good, or they're running too fast and they're out of control, and kind of have to help control that and make sure things are the right tempo.
Yeah.
Any last keys to a Tiger victory here, Jigs, as we're getting ready for the national anthem and starting lineups?
I got 3 things here. Seniors. This is a senior game. Seniors got to step up. We got to have big play by the 4 seniors tonight. Take care of the basketball. Limit turnovers. You and Davis have been talking about it. Let's stay under that 12 to 13 range, and then we got to rebound, because this team crashes the boards, and we are really going to have to rebound on the defensive side of the ball.
Winner of tonight's contest gets to play on Friday night at Tenora, 7 o'clock. The Rams sitting down here in the front row, 17-4, Tenora. That's a team that Liberty started the season with. Very first game after 1 week of football.
Played them tough.
So we'll take it down to the floor for the national anthem, the starting lineup. So we'll be back with Tiger action right after this.
Athletic Association Division 5 sectional game between Emmanuel Christian High School and Liberty Center High School. We are pleased that you are here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with liberties and freedoms like none other. To honor the United States of America and all of our servicemen and servicewomen, both past and present, we ask that you please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Liberty Center High School and Emmanuel Christian High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct and competition. While the athletes in this game tonight are friendly rivals, all in attendance are reminded that this is a game between student athletes and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials for this game tonight have been chosen according to the policies and procedures set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your officials for tonight's game are Mr. John Huber, Mr. Reyes Ramirez, and Mr. Vince Walensky. And now let's meet our teams. First, the Warriors from Emmanuel Christian High School. A 6', 3" junior, number 1, Anthony Trombley. A 5', 11" senior, number 11, Donovan Foley. A 6', 1" sophomore, number 14, Antoine Mister. A 6', 7" sophomore, number 15, Cedric Hester. And a 6', 5" sophomore, number 20, Zelaya Yusre Martin. Emmanuel Christian is coached by Sam Harris, assisted by Brandon Richardson, Jason Huslinski, and Sean Johnson. And now, for your Liberty Center Tigers. A 6-foot senior, number 0, Blake Garber. A 6-foot 4-inch senior, number 1, Brady Miller. A 5-foot 10-inch sophomore recruit, Ethan Gray. A 5-foot 11-inch freshman, number 3, Isaiah Badenhoff. And a 6-foot 5-inch senior, number 24, Gavin Halen. Liberty Center is coached by Greg Badenhoff, assisted by Justin Fry, Logan Meyer, Doug Hinton, and Aaron Schaefer.
Those are your starting lineups here for a little Ohio High School Athletic Association state tournament action. We are in it to win it now.
I mean, what more could you ask for? Your first playoff game at home. That's kind of sweet. We didn't get this opportunity when I played, and it's kind of a new thing here. And
started last year. It's kind of with the expanded rounds. It works out. We'll see how this works out. Is Galen and Hester, the 6'8 sophomore, here ready for the jump. Going to be controlled by Emmanuel Christian. Mister has it for the Warriors. Looking around, gets it to Coley in the corner to Hester. Up top to Martin. Oh, nope, drops it too quickly. It's taken away by Blake Garber. Up to Gray. One quick turnover as Garber drives in with the left hand, puts it up, no good. Tipped around. Badenhoff gets a rebound with the. Going to be pulled in by the Warriors. Mister with the rebound, and here he comes quickly the other way. Up top to Coley, back to Mister, setting the offense. Big spread, 5-out offense in the corner. It goes to Usri Martin. Now Coley on the bounce, down to Martin on the block. Gavin comes over.
Yeah,
Blake. Now they're taken away.
On the floor.
It's going to be a jump ball. That's going to belong to the Tigers. That's 2 turnovers.
Yeah, Blake Garber in the passing lane on both. Good start for him.
What a year Blake Garber's had.
Yeah, he really has. He has been a huge surprise. Guy that rotated some last year, and man, he really has stepped up in his senior season.
Warriors show zone here, 1-2-2, where they kind of play as a 3-2 corner.
Don't leave that
Gray,
guy. Ooh.
No good. Rebound. Coley. He got a good look at it.
Yeah, he did.
Out of the set. Trombley on the drive on Badenhoff. Now on the side. Mister. Right-hand drive, backs out. Up top to Hester. Back to Mister. Drives in on Garber. Turn around. All the way, no good. Rebound. Trombley up, no good. Rebound, Hester. Defensive rebound pulled in by Galen for the Tigers. We played almost 2 minutes. We're scoreless on that 3-chord scoreboard. Garber, corner to Gray. Drops it into Gavin. Steps in the middle. What's the call? 3 seconds as Grady Miller buried his guy. Just took too long to get the ball out of the corner.
Huh.
Oh.
They called a foul.
They called the foul on it. Still a turnover.
Was he sealing on a screen? Must have been.
Yep. That's the design.
Okay.
Here comes Coley across the half court. Trombley with the ball. Looking for a cutter now up top to Hester. Back to Trombley. It's good defense by the Tigers as Mister has it and backs it back up. 5:40 to play here in the first quarter. Here comes Mister on the bounce. 15 feet, pull up. Got it to go.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
It's pretty smooth.
Not much Galen could do about that one. Back into this zone. Badenhop looking. Corner to Gray. Back to Isaiah. High post, Grady Miller. Blocked. Pulled in by Trombley.
They got some length. They got some real good length down low.
That Galen's going to have to elevate if he wants a rebound tonight. Mr. 3. Got it. 5-0 on that three-court scoreboard. Tigers trail. Garber. Badenham. Gray. 3. Got it.
There you go. It's nice to get him out of that zone. I like that last possession, too. Get Grady the ball at that high post. He just got to maybe one more pump fake. Dump down to Gavin on that. Good hit there,
Coley
Ethan.
with the ball. Up top to Hester. Looking for the cutter. Back to Coley. Got he's got Gray on him. Very deliberate.
Good spacing by Emmanuel Christian here.
Timeout. Coach Harris doesn't like what he's seeing, so he's going to pull a timeout. 5-3 on that three-court scoreboard. Tigers trail by 2.
Well, he seems to be pretty deliberate to get find Ethan in that corner against that 3-2. They've got him twice now. Hit the second open look, and I like continue to pound into that, the top of the key there where Grady and Cruz can come in there. They've done last week. They were really good against that 2-3 there, squaring up, seeing what you got. You don't have to go. You can kick it, and then you got Gavin on a dump down or somebody potentially cutting on that baseline there. So
Cam Robinson and Gary Cruz check in for the Tigers.
Now you got 2. Now you got Cam and you got Gray on both sides here that can really pull it. So see what happens with this lineup.
One of those where you just hopefully Cam doesn't try to do too much. Ball comes in for the Warriors to Mister. They're going to show 1-3-1. Tigers out of the timeout, which was big for them the other day.
Yeah, it was.
High post to Martin. Around to Coley, who drives in.
Good D.
Tied up by Badenhop.
That's a great play. He's been so impressive on his on-ball defense, be able to move his feet and use his hands. That was a really nice play there by Isaiah.
Tigers show that 3-2 out of bounds. Ball's going to come all the way up top to Coley. He's got Badenhop. Picks up the dribble. Over to Trombley. He's got Robinson on him. Goes inside, taken away by Cruz. Here comes Gary. Now Badenhop. Corner to Gray. Looks inside to Gavin.
I like that.
Right hand up and good. It's a nice take by Gavin using that rim to protect it. 5-5 on that three-court scoreboard. Tigers still showing 1-3-1. Cruz on top instead of Galen this time. He's so active. Over the top to Hester, lays it up and in. Not much you can do about that if you're not going to pressure the ball. Got Badenhop on 6'8" back there. Emmanuel Christian back to man. Cam Robinson for 3, no good. Rebound. 2 Tigers run out of bounds, but Hester comes away with it. Here comes the Warriors on the fly. Flips it to Trombley. He goes up. No good. Rebound. Gavin Galen. Back at him. Here come the Tigers on the fly. Badenhop across half court. Stops. Wiggles. Drives. Left hand scoop. Blocked. Pulled in by Trombley. Trombley has it taken away by Badenhop. Here comes Isaiah. Behind the back in the middle. Lefty scoop
again.
There's a good
take.
The kid just does not stop. 7-7 on that three-court scoreboard.
Great take.
across half court. Varsity Martin steps around the corner, gets picked up by Tiger, taken away by Ethan. 5th turnover for the Warriors. Here comes Gray. Now Badenham. Looking, waiting. He's got Gavin on the block, gives it to him. Go to work, big fella.
There it is. Nice take.
Got
to finish.
Rebound, Gavin Galen. Puts up the hook. That's no good. Tipped around. Gavin Galen with another
the hustle.
rebound.
We got here.
They're going to say out of bounds to the Tigers.
We've seen Hester's length, and he is a very effective shot blocker. If you're anywhere close, you better work on a pump fake because he can really erase it. I think he's probably got 3 blocks already.
Garber back in. Hunter Spangler and Max Walker check in for the Tigers. Garber looking to inbounds, throws it up to Cruz. Cruz is going to step through.
Good strength.
Kick it out to Garber. Cam, left-hand drive, steps through, puts it up. No good. They're going to say out of bounds.
I don't think we have one foul call. You're right. They're letting them play underneath, no doubt. But this is where we got a pump fake, right? Come down with 2 feet. Get a pump fake, get him in the air, and go through the body.
Or try to finish with 2 hands. Dom Polnitz is checked in for the Warriors. Coley with the ball. Up top on the dribble. Takes it over to Polnitz. Throws it up, no good.
Got him in the arm there, I think. You got Max.
Tiger foul charged against 55.
Walker's going to get the foul.
His first, team second. At the line, shooting 2 for the Warriors, number 3, Polonitz.
First free throw is up and good for Polnitz. Second free throw for Polnitz is up and good. 9-7 on that 3-court scoreboard. Tigers trail by 2. 1:10 to play here in the first quarter. Walker, now Cruz. Here comes the drive by Cruz. He's going to get it blocked out of bounds. They just stay with the Tigers.
I want to jump stop, pump fake.
Can't tell that kid nothing. Grady Miller checks back in as Gary Cruz steps in. Oh, Gary?
Just anybody.
No. Gary would have got that one really blocked. Grady Miller in the middle. Hunter Spangler with the lefty hook, no good. He's going to get another one. Spangler gets 2 rebounds. Now Walker drives in. The C opens up,
man.
no good.
Oh, we got to finish. That hurts.
Here come the Warriors. Mister on the dribble. Stops. Max Walker's going to get a steal. 2-on-1. Walker steps through, scoops, no good. Cam Robinson has the rebound. Just take it up.
Number 20.
That's 4 layups now here in the last 2 possessions. Man, we got to finish when we get that close. I like our defensive pressure. We're really turning them over. We're playing good defensively. But when we get easy bunnies, man, we got to finish.
I hate to see those numbers. I mean, shooting in the key has been an issue for years. Polnitz with the dribble with Walker on him. 20 seconds to play. Goes in the corner to Coley. Coley brings it up. He wants Mister on the block. Coley with Cam on him. Steps through. It's going to be thrown off Grady Miller's face. Out of bounds. Wes Wilhelm's going to come in here for the last 7 seconds. Probably going to get Hunter Spangler out. Tigers showing zone for that last 7 seconds. Polnitz to inbound. Throws it up.
Got him last.
It's a Coley. Now on
good
the
hand.
Varsity Martin dribbles, puts it up, no good. It's
Waving
too
it
late.
off.
It was too late. It went. What a first quarter. Emmanuel Christian 9, Liberty 7. Jigs, it's going to be easy to go through some of those first quarter numbers.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We got Ethan Gray with a lone triple. Isaiah Badenhop with 2 points. Gavin Galen with 2, leading the way for Emmanuel Christian. Antoine Mister with 5. Cedric Hester 2. And Dom Polnitz with 2 as well. If you look at Liberty Center, they were 3 of 16 in that first quarter there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 misses within 5 feet. Comparatively, Emmanuel Christian 3 of 9 with also 6 misses within basically that 10-foot range. So not very efficient for either team so far. Liberty Center, a couple possessions ago just had basically missed 4 layups. So, man, we got to finish when we get there, because obviously when we're going against their defense down low, they got length and they can block some shots. When we get easy bunnies, we got to finish.
Tigers 1 of 3 from the three-point line. Like you said, 2 of 13 in the key. That one's a rough one. Emmanuel Christian turned the ball over 5 times. Tigers once. Tigers start the quarter with the ball. Bainhop steps through, flips it in the corner. Garber for 3. It's short. Rebound comes down to Gray.
One more.
Gray's going to step back. Garber now in the key to Gavin Galen, who goes up and gets it to
spin.
go.
Rolls one over the rim.
9-9 on that 3-court scoreboard. Mister across half court for the Warriors. Tigers go Badenhop, Garber, Galen, Miller, Gray. Trombley has the ball for the Warriors. They're going to throw it out of bounds. Another turnover as they tried to go to the block with Hester.
That's 6 turnovers already for
6 turnovers, yep.
This defense has been pretty good for Liberty.
9-9 on that 3-court scoreboard. Tigers with the ball. Garber looking to the block to Gavin. Galen stops. He's going to get fouled by Hester. And he's going to go to the line for 2.
I love that we're feeding down low. Gavin is posting up very actively. He's making himself available. Guards are really looking for him, because you get Hester in foul trouble. There's really not a replacement for him down low defensively.
They got a 6'3" freshman they brought in a little bit in that first quarter. First free throw's no good. Second free throw for Gavin, forthcoming. He's got 4. Make it 5. Tigers 10-9 on that 3-court scoreboard. Here comes Polnitz across half court. Looking at this 5-out offense. Ursay Martin up top to Trombley. Back to Martin. Trying to get a cutter now. Gets it to Mister. 3, no good. Rebound tipped around, pulled in by Garber. He had to battle for that one, but here he comes. Gets it to Miller. Cross half court. Looks like he stepped through, got it blocked, taken away by Martin. Here comes Martin. Kicks it out to Mister. They're going to reset. Mister's got Gavin on him. Last time he got to the elbow and pulled up, just like that.
That is a smooth jumper. He really elevates.
Yep.
That's tough.
11-10 on that 3-court scoreboard. When you give him room to work, too. Gray for 3, no good. Rebound, Ursay Martin. Usry Martin, not Ursay. Another turnover as the Warriors tried to pick the tempo up.
Number 11. Coley.
Donovan Coley checks in as Trombley sits down for the Warriors. Tigers still going with that same lineup. Badenhop across half court. Emmanuel Christian has been man since about those halfway through that first quarter. Comes Garber on the curl. Back up top to Gavin. Gavin steps through, puts it up, got a roll. That's 7 for Galen, puts the Tigers back up, 12-11. Here comes Polnitz. Now gets it over to Harris. Hester picks one up and puts it in.
There is a lot of reaching going on.
There is. Got to adjust to what the whistle says. Badenhop off the screen. Turns the corner. Throws through. No good. Rebound. Turned around. Usry Martin pulls it in his 3rd. Quickly. Mister puts it up and in. Here come the Tigers. Do you want to track meet with this?
No.
As Antoine Mister has 9 for the Warriors. Miller steps through, stops, gets it to Garber. Badenhop, 3. Got it.
There, babe. Here we go.
He has been shooting the ball well in practice the last week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Tie ball game, 15 up. 4:45 to play here in the first half. Polnitz with the left hand. Gets to the 15, 12 feet, put it up. Good. That's a nice pull up, too.
It is.
That's solid. Badenhop across half court. I've got Polnitz on him. Turns the corner, lefty right hand scoop, no good. Pulled in by Polnitz. Polnitz, 10-footer. Off the glass.
Polnitz with the basket.
Yeah, he comes in off the bench. He's a spark plug. He can go get his own shot.
He's nice.
Nice mid-range game.
Not bad for a freshman, right?
Yeah. He's got 6. Polnitz does off the bench.
Quick 6, too, as he was getting through this.
Yeah, I think that the transition, you're right. That's not the pace that we want to play. We don't want to turn this up and down and turn this into a track meet, but it's been that secondary break that's been pretty effective in them. And transition, it's not a fast break, but it's a secondary break, and where they can get a one-on-one, break a guy down, and go get a bucket.
And listen, it's not just this team, it's any team, but when you start to stat how your shooting percentage changes with one reversal.
Yeah.
It starts to go up drastically, and they just, right there, Badenhop got a good look off one, but, in practice we'll play 3 great ones, and then you can shoot the ball.
Yeah.
And it's not the kids thinking, oh, this was a great shot. No, the coaches are calling those out. That's a great one. That's a great one. And then you're like, oh, you start to recognize. Too many times you think, well, I'm open. All right, you think you're open. It's a good shot, and it might be an okay shot.
Yeah.
That gets kids start to realize what a great shot looks like.
Well, the same thing, taking it in, driving it in, or taking it down low. You don't have to. You can get it one more reversal, and then it might be better that next time.
Kick it out. Badenhop looking to go to high post as Cruz and Hunter have checked in for the Tigers. Cruz picks up the dribble, gets it to Garber. Garber looking to turn the corner, can't. Cruz flips it to Badenhop. Badenhop behind the back, spin, scoops, out of bounds. Sometimes doing less is more.
24, Galen checking into the game.
Galen's back in. The Spangler has a seat. Tigers go Badenhop, Robinson, Garber, Cruz, Galen. Here comes Polnitz for the Warriors. Gets it to Coley. Looks to Hester.
Greg calling for a travel.
Coleman. Mister up top with it, with Garber on him. Gets a screen. Gonna get switched off. He's gonna drive in, kick it out. Martin drives in, scoops, puts it in. That's another big 21-15 on that 3-court scoreboard. 3:10 to play here in the quarter.
Big possession here. You don't want to let this lead get away from you.
Gavin drives in. He's going to be fouled
That's
by
2.
Hester, and that's 2 on the sophomore.
That's a big one. I'm surprised they called that one. I'm not sure that I saw much there, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
It was your angle.
Yeah, it's true.
It was all about your angle. What are you talking about? You were trying to unwrap a sucker. First free throw is no good. What are we? Are we 1 for 4 now from the free throw line? 1 for 3? Wilhelm in as Badenhop has the seat.
Free throws are just killer, man.
He'll get another one if it doesn't go, but he knocks it down. 5-point lead for the Warriors. Quickly, Cooley drives in and lays it up. He's going to be fouled by Galen. Gavin's got 8.
Tiger foul on number 10.
Oh, Gary Cruz, never mind.
10 first. Shooting 2 for the Warriors, number 11. Coley.
Donovan Coley to the line. The 5'11 sophomore. Free throw, no good. They're only playing one junior so far. Trombley is a junior. Everybody else is a sophomore or a freshman.
Wow.
Yep.
And there's talks that Miles could come back next year. Look out.
Coley knocks that one down. 22-16, 6-point lead for the Warriors. Tigers with the ball. Here comes Garber off the screen. Makes the turn the corner, gives it to Cruz.
That's a foul.
He's going to get fouled, but no call. Usry Martin with the rebound, his fourth. Quickly, they go, taken away by Garber as they tried to get the ball into Mister on the block.
3 steals for Blake. He's been really active.
Here comes Cam. Gives it over to Blake. Garber onto the screen, flips it to Cam. Robinson with the right-hand dribble, steps way back. Now he's going to attack again. Loses the handle, tries to throw it to Wilhelm on the back door, but he tosses it away. Cruz in, Miller in, Cruz out.
They've been working that backdoor action quite a bit tonight. I haven't got one yet, but it's been there a few times.
Wesco's backdoor on that quite often. Lob into Galen quickly. That is all a read by the guy taking it out of bounds. Eye contact as the ball gets tipped by Garber off Coley. 9 turnovers for the Warriors. Tigers down 4 with the ball. 2:10 to play here in the half.
There's other ways to affect the game in scoring. Blake Garber's showing that tonight. That's number 4 for him.
Anybody who thinks that 6-game losing streak was them packing it in is not watching these kids play. Miller steps in. Taken away by Usry Martin. Now Mister on the scoop. Gets it to go.
14, Mister with the basket.
1:40 to play. Tigers down 6 on that 3-court scoreboard. Garber to Gray. 3. Got it. Big bucket. That's 4 assists here in the first half for Garber. Garber almost gets a steal there from Mister. He's got the pull-up. 18-footer short, no good. Galen, 5th rebound, out to Garber. Here come the Tigers.
Easy, good.
Grady Miller with the left hand, stops. Looks back door to Gray. Step through, no good. Gavin Galen tipped it around. It wasn't pulled in. Usry Martin on the fly. Mister off the glass, no good. Galen with another rebound. Now, Cam Robinson on the fly. We're going track meet. It's going to be a block, and
call.
Cam's going to the line for 2.
It's a great call.
You know, the last, was it the Brian, since Brian, the Cam has just been on attack mode. He just flipped a switch, and particularly when he comes off the bench. First free throw by Robinson, up and good. That's the first points for Cam.
Well, he's a streaky guy that if he gets some confidence, he can get going quick. Cam shooting 73% from the free throw line. It's a guy we want to fly.
Second one good.
There we go.
Walker in.
Walker back into the game for the Tigers.
Cam's going to have a seat after getting those 2 free throws. Pulls the Tigers within 1 on that 3-court scoreboard. 24-23, 50 seconds to play. Polnitz crossed half court. Badenhop is guarding Mister. Looking for the cutter up top to Trombley. Trombley with Miller on him. Backing it out, 30 seconds to play. Up top to Mister. He's got Badenhop. Over to Coley. Up top, Usry Martin.
Don't let Mister get it back here.
15 seconds. Walker's on Mister. Here
Good,
comes
Max.
Martin. Stops, picks it up, turns it over. Nobody gets it. Trombley with the shot, no good. Rebound comes all the way down to Polnitz. Here come the Tigers. Badenhop throws up a 3-quarter, no good. Oh, they got what they wanted there.
Yep, they did.
That's the end of the first half. Warriors 26, Tigers 23. That's quite the difference there. 17 points by the Warriors, and 16 points scored in that quarter by the Tigers. Why the difference in offensive output?
Yeah, for sure. That got going. Both offenses kind of got settled in, and after that, a kind of a rough first quarter there, and you got to like where you're at as a Tiger here. I think if we get some finishes down low, get a couple stops, we're in good shape. Antoine Mister, he's hot. I mean, he's got 11, and he's pretty smooth in that mid-range game when he kind of deals you one-on-one. So
why don't we'll take a break here at halftime. We'll come back. We'll look at all those halftime numbers, and we'll break down what we think the second half's going to look like after this.
Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them.
Jungle second half action on deck. First, though, Mark Bly, you got some amazing information to share with the folks who are enjoying this sports telecast.
Well, and to start off, should the Liberty Center Tigers move on to play the Tenor Rams, we will have that game for you one way or another, whether it's a joint broadcast or we take the crew on the road, if you guys can behave, Jigs.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I know they let Chris in Defiance. So
I calm it down.
Yeah, we'll have that game for you this Friday at 7 p.m. We'll go live probably about 6:30-ish, bring you some analysis and some foresight into that game. But also, we're in the midst of putting our spring sports schedule together. And one of the things that's kind of cool this year that the schedule there, we're going to have dual broadcasts almost every week. What that means is when Montpelier comes to town, they're going to bring both the boys and the girls. So we'll have softball and baseball running simultaneously. So you're going to get the likes of Greg Radwin, Greg Badenhop, Scott Barrett, Steve Parasini, Tim Davis, Brian Babcock. I'm throwing your name in there.
I'll probably do so.
You didn't look at the fine print of your contract, did you, bud? Doing baseball, softball.
I thought you wanted people to watch this.
That's why I threw him in there last. Maybe people lull them to sleep with the other ones. So we'll have that schedule up for you. We just got it all finalized, put together. We'll have that for you up on our social media and our website. Check our YouTube. The last thing before I turn it back over to the guys is we're beginning to put all the archives of the old football games. We have every football game Rex Linger coached from 1986 forward.
Wow.
We have it on DVD. Took a lot of work. But we're beginning to upload those to YouTube, and I'll tell you what.
That's cool.
There's some crazy people from Holgate, and I only say this because Chris, the Holgate guy. Yeah. But every time we put a Holgate game up there, within 24 hours, it's got 100 views. I don't know if they want to reminisce about the old days, but 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, they're just watching. So, all right, well, we'll get back to basketball here from the jungle. Once again, Emmanuel Christian leads 26-23. Guys,
you got the 90 game up yet?
We do.
Oh, yeah. I rushed the field that night. You took us off the schedule after that.
Yeah.
26-23, Tigers trail on that three-court scoreboard, Jigs, and man, that was definitely it was a good half. I mean, the Tigers turned the ball over 3 times. They got the shots they wanted. They just couldn't get them to fall.
Yeah, that's about as efficient as the first half as Liberty Center's played all year. I think we are trending closer to 10, I would say, most of the season, and you'd like to see maybe a little bit more balance on these drives. It's got to get somebody, get 15 in the air. Hester, he will jump. You get him in foul trouble. They're not as dominant down low. Right. And then from the outside, we're getting good threes. I mean, we're taking really good shots. Yep. Not quite falling the way we would like them to yet, but I think offensively we've been very efficient so far.
Let's get into some of those individual numbers and scoring you've got there.
Yeah, for Emmanuel Christian leading the way, Antoine Mister with 11, Cedric Hester with 4, Ursay Martin with 2, and Polnitz off the bench with 8. For Liberty Center, Ethan Gray, 2 triples for 6. Isaiah Badenhop with 5. Cam Robinson, 2 points. And Gavin Galen with 10 to lead the way.
Leads the way with 10. Gavin leads the way on the board, 6 rebounds in that first half. Spangler has 2. Badenhop, Gray, and Garber have 1 apiece. Garber has 4 assists for the Tigers, which is really impressive because they only had 8 field goals.
Wow.
He's got 4 assists on them.
And probably 4 steals, if not more. I mean, Blake's been very active out front, and he's played a really nice game so far.
Emmanuel Christian that first half go 11 of 23 from the field. Tigers go 8 of 31 from the field overall, 5 of 23 in the key.
Wow.
4 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 of 7 from the behind the three-point arc. Like I said, 3 turnovers for the Tigers, 9 turnovers for the Warriors. Usry Martin leads the way with 5 rebounds for them, 3 rebounds for Hester. Tigers lose the rebounding battle in that first half, 15-11.
Okay.
Which, boy, I don't know how many of our rebounds were offensive, though. I think, both the Spanglers were. Isaiah's was a defensive. Galen's probably got 4 when you can go to offensive rebounds. That's it. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, no, I've got the stats. Greg sent them to me for the entire 21 games. Talk about rebounds. Gavin Galen, 81 offensive rebounds and 84 defensive rebounds. Wow. 165 boards this season.
Wow.
How many of those offensive rebounds were on his own misses, though?
Well,
he got that Angel reset.
That's not on the sheet.
Yeah, I know.
Putbacks. There ought to be like a putback own shot.
I don't think you can add that.
The P-Boss. Putback own shot.
Hey, if you can't get them when someone else misses, you might as well grab yours.
That's right. Stat's a stat. Grady Miller also 96 boards, 43 offensive boards, 53 defensive boards. Grady Miller.
Changes for the second half. Jiggs, anything you can point out?
I really liked how we played offensively. I really do. I think we're playing the right way to get it done. We just need to execute a little bit more and finish on some of these plays on the inside. Grady a little bit quiet in that first half. He's had a couple nice drives, just couldn't quite get in the bucket. We'll see if we can't get him early bucket and get him going here.
Badenhop, Garber, Miller, Gray, Galen for the Tigers. Mr. Usry, Martin, Polnitz. As Coley launches a three. That's no good. Garber pulls that down. Polnitz and Coley start for the Warriors. No Trombley, so a little bit of change to that layup. High post Gavin Galen. He's going to get the right-hand dive, kicks it out to Garber, brings it around to Gray. He's got Galen if he wants him. 1-on-1 on the block. Got work to do. Step through. He's going to get tipped away. That's going to be taken away. Another turnover for the Tigers. Mister on the fly. Stopped by Ethan. They're going to go down to Hester. That's a big, strong post up there. He's going to get stripped away by Gavin. Another turnover, number 10. Here comes Galen. It's going to get tipped in by Gray.
Gray puts the biscuit in the basket.
Gavin tried to step through and had that blocked. But Gray scooped it up and put it in. Pulls those Tigers within one. Polnitz around the Coley. He turns the corner with the left hand. Steps through off the glass. No good. Usry Martin with the putback. Back up 3.
Basket by 20, Usry Martin.
Badenhop with the ball. Crossed half court. Warriors show zone again. Now Garber in the corner. Looks to Miller.
Good
gets Miller
screen.
up. Blocked away. Pulled back in by Miller. Pulled scooped up by Galen. He puts it up no good. Now he goes up in traffic.
There we go.
Galen.
Just don't give up is what happened there.
Yep.
That's how Galen got that bucket. Mister on the switch with Miller on him. Now to Coley. Comes off a Hester screen. Pulls up at 15. That's good.
Coley with the basket.
That's 3 for Coley. Man, they are nice from 15, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Really nice mid-range.
Still showing that zone. Here's Badenhop. Springs it to Garber. Short corner, Miller. Around to Badenhop. Corner to Gray. 3. No good. Miller with the rebound.
The board.
Nope. Sips to
There we
Gavin
go.
and pulls it in.
Puts 2 on the board.
That Gavin got the points, but Grady
He did the dirty work.
Yep. Tigers down 1 again on that 3-court scoreboard. 30-29. Polnitz for 3. Too easy. Just stopped on top of the screen and pulled the trigger.
He's smooth. That's 11 for Polnitz.
Yep. Not who you were thinking. You knew Mister was going to get his. He's got 11 as well. Garber, Badenhop, Gray in the corner, looks to Miller. Miller lays it up and in. Get him looking.
Yep. Giving him a little confidence here.
Yep.
Nice little screen again, a little design play there. Looked like.
Coley on the drive. He's going to back it all the way back out. Going to flip it to Mister. They got Usry Martin with Gray on him. He's going to be skipped out to Coley. Drives in, scoops, good.
Basket by 11, Coley.
4-point lead for the Warriors. That's 5 for Coley. 9 points halfway through the quarter for the Warriors as Badenhop gets on the drive. Gray, 3, no good. Rebound, Mister. I thought that was going to drop as Mister on the fly. Bumps in, loses a handle, taken away by Miller. Great. Isaiah is slow to jog down the floor. But he took a pop there. Corner to Miller. Coach Badenhop calls out direction for his team. High post to Galen. He's going to have the ball. He's sitting on the ball. How's that happen? As Gray gets it for 2. And good. How does that happen? You ever seen that?
Yeah, he was sitting on it. That was a chair. That was a chair for him.
Can they
for about
call
3
a,
seconds?
Can they call a hatch?
I have no idea.
I mean, the fact that he was able to pick it back up and kick it to Ethan.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that. I don't know. That's
Squats?
impressive. We'll take it. Squats.
Yeah. If you're sitting on the ball, you can move your feet. It's not a travel.
Well,
right?
yeah, but like, how do you? He had to. I don't
get your
know.
legs
Anyways,
Do you want us to
impressive.
show you the replay? We have it.
I watch it when I get home. That's for sure. Tigers down 2, 35-33. 3:25 to play here in the third quarter.
This continued this quarter, man. This is good basketball, both sides. Offensively.
Tigers have scored 10 in the quarter
Yep.
so far. They've given up 9. Oh, it's interesting. If I'm the Tenor kid sitting down there, do I really want to play either of these teams?
Well, Emmanuel Christian, they got a couple other guys going too. It's not just one guy.
Not sure. Tigers are showing some sort of 2-3 zone here. That's something out of that timeout. Some of the coaches saw as Mister has it on the dribble. Hester tries to set a screen, doesn't have it. All the way up top to Coley. Back to Mister. Now he's setting the screen to the outside. Shooter in the corner. This Polnitz's no good. Rebound.
Lord.
Cruz for the Tigers. Here comes Garber. He just loses the handle. 5th turnover, but the ball goes up. No good. Cruz says, I'll take another rebound. Pad my stats. Thanks, Blake. Garber across half court. Dumps it into Gavin. Corner to Robinson, who's checked in at the timeout. Skips in the corner to Gray. 3.
Yeah.
Got it.
There we go.
Great attack by Robinson.
That was.
Gives Gray a shot at it. Tigers by 1,
Great kick.
36-35. Looks like Isaiah's trying to stretch his ankle out there as he's trying to wait to check in. As the Tigers stay in this zone, kind of a stretched out 2-3 middle of the key. Mister on the wing in the corner. Now back all the way back out to 30 feet. Now Usry Martin looking
hands.
at Hester. Here comes the double team, steps through. Coley in the corner, no good. Cruz gets another rebound in the same spot as the last
The vacuum.
Stand in one spot. Robinson with the ball up top to Garber. Looking
More.
into Galen.
Not yet.
Tipped away.
See, there's one right there. Just maybe a little early. Verse it, bring it back, and then do that.
Hester got that tip away and then ran the floor hard. He was rim running. Here comes the screen. It's for Mister. Steps through. Floater. No good. Rebound. Kevin Galen. Here comes Gray. Stops. Swings. Robinson. Pump fakes on the 3. 15-footer. Good.
Smooth.
3-point lead for the Tigers. 1 minute 10 to play here in the third.
It's a good decision there by Cam. You don't see him with that mid-range much, but, man, that was a good-looking pump fake, one hard dribble, elevate, knock it down.
He probably heard you up here drooling over Emmanuel Christian pulling up from 15 feet all the time. Tigers, timeout Emmanuel Christian here. Tigers lead by 3 on that 3-court scoreboard. 38-35, and just, I mean, that's a 15-point quarter so far for the Tigers. A 9-point for Emmanuel Christian. We said they were playing efficiently in that first half offensively. They just weren't getting them to go, and they've started to finish on them in the key, and that's helped this lead happen.
I like the way they're sharing the ball. You know, there's guys that are making the extra pass. Cam Robinson on that baseline drive, find Ethan. You know, that's a great job. Find your guy where he is at his best, and that's Ethan's spot right there in that corner. That's kind of some of that unselfishness you're starting to maybe see a little bit here with this team. And
like we said in the pregame, they either they're the best liars I've ever seen, or they genuinely really enjoy each other, which I'm 100%. It's the second one, but they just want to succeed together. And Gavin's got 14, and Ethan's got 13. Tigers still sit here in this little 2-3 zone. Trombley's come in for the Warriors. Coley with it up top. Now Trombley.
That's his spot.
That's a three. Short, no good. Rebound, run down. Taken away by Ethan. Now it's still loose. Gray on the floor after it. Now back in. Gary
Good
Cruz
hustle.
with it.
There we go.
Exactly.
Loose ball. That's the guy you want right there.
They want the ball inside. Cam throws up with the left hand. Why? Martin with the rebound again. You had the point guard on the block with Grady Miller on him, and eyes never went down. Up top, Trombley. I'm saying Polnitz. Now Trombley. Martin around to Polnitz. 12 play up top. Coley. Now Polnitz. Cruz there to make sure you didn't get that shot off. Shot quickly from Coley. No good. Out of bounds. Half a second left for the Tigers. Just going to let that one burn out. 38-35. Whoa, Jiggs, that's a quarter. That is a quarter. Tigers take a 3-point lead on that three-quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, let's run through some numbers here. After three, Donovan Coley with 5 points in that quarter. He was hot. Antoine Mister still with 11, no points that quarter. Cedric Hester still with 4. Ursay Martin with 4. And Dom Polnitz with 11. He got hot there, that second quarter into the third. For Liberty Center, we got Ethan Gray with 13 points. Grady Miller with 2. Badenhop with 5. Cam Robinson with 4. And Gavin Galen with 14 points to lead the way.
Gavin's got 8 rebounds. Usry Martin has 7 to lead the way.
Ethan Gray with 7 that corner.
That's a big one there.
It is.
No free throws in that quarter.
They are letting them play. But it hasn't got out of hand. I feel like the refs are doing it pretty good. They're letting them play, but it's not out of hand crazy.
Tigers go 7 of 13 in that quarter from the field, 3 of 7 in the key. Ethan Gray, Tigers are 1 of 3 in that quarter from the 3-point line. Felt like more, but I think we got a couple of 18.4 shots. High post to Gavin. He's going to turn the corner with the right hand, steps through, puts it up with a bump, and gets it to go. 5-point lead on that three-quarter scoreboard.
Like that take.
Patience and strength.
Don't leave him.
Trombley for 3. Rattles around, no good. Martin with another rebound. It's going to be taken
Isaiah.
by Badenhop. Throws it up to Garber, who lays it up in
play.
there. Badenhop flips that over his head all the way to the other end. It's good to Hester, and he lays that up as Mister gets the assist. We've only played 40 seconds, folks. We've been up and down 3-4 times already. Here comes Badenhop with the ball off the screen from Galen. Gets it to Garber. They're going to look back to Galen on the block. He's going to go to work. Spins through, puts it up. No good. Miller with the rebound. Yep. He's going to be fouled.
Job, Grady.
Grady Miller just in there digging.
Oh, that's it right there, right? Get that. Kind of get that little pump fake, get him up. That's what drew that foul. That was nice. That's 3.
3 on Hester. We play a 4-out offense, right? Mm-hmm. But the way the offense is designed is that post player is not on the ball side. He's a weak side guy.
Right.
And you can see that when Gavin decides he wants the ball, he sets on that strong side.
Yep.
And Grady will too. When he's going inside, it's like, all right, I'm going to sit on the ball side. Give it to me. Second free throw by Miller is up and good. As Cruz will check in. That's 3 for Grady.
Bring it to the scores table. 0-0-3.
I think he's misannouncing my 50-50 winner number. Tigers back in this 2-3. Polnitz. Trombley, high post back to Polnitz for 3. No good. Rebound, Gavin Galen. That's 8. Or that's 9. I'm sorry, for Galen. Tigers by 6 on that 3-quarter
Emmanuel
scoreboard.
Christian got a little cold here. I think that's 3-4 possessions in a row. Misses.
Garber to Galen's going to step through. They're going to call offensive foul. That's a great take by Trombley.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah.
Nope.
Anyways.
He blew the whistle. It was.
Yeah. Okay.
So I tell my kid, if he blew the
That's
whistle,
right.
that's what it was.
You're right.
You may not agree. He's got the whistle. Here comes Polnitz across half court. Throws it in the corner to Mister. Tries to go on the block. It's going to be taken away. Another turnover for the Warriors. Badenhop on the fly. Steps through. Scoops. No good. They're going to call the block, though.
Ooh, who's that on? That's
Esther.
number 4.
That's 4
Wow.
on the big fella.
Wow, that's a big foul.
Looks like they're going to bring Coley back in.
Tell you what, I'm going Gavin Galen every possession here.
Oh, yeah.
Let him work first.
Badenhop free throw good.
Big one.
Oh, we're going to get real big here in a second because Grady Miller's coming in for Badenhop. We're going to go Miller, Galen, Cruz.
I like it. I like it.
Miller back into the game for the orange and black.
Well,
Look at this lead all of a sudden. We got an 8-point lead.
8-point
Man,
lead
oh, man.
for the Tigers. Quickly to Trombley. Tigers still in this 2-3. There's your change. Mister driving, pull up, 15-footer. Good. That's so pretty. Usry Martin, they're going to have to make a choice who's going to guard, and then whoever's got the littlest guy, Gary Cruz, just needs to walk to the block. Here comes Cruz around the corner. Turn the corner.
Pump
Stop.
fake,
Pump
good.
fake. Puts it up. No good. Rebound tipped around. Pulled in by Martin.
It's a great take. It's what we wanted.
It's not where you take that pump fake. It speeds his shot up. It's 3 from Polnitz is good, and that pulls the Warriors within 3.
They can get hot quick.
Quickly over top to Miller. He's going to step in, pump fake, put it up. It's blocked. Pulled in by Gray. Gray up top to Miller. Stops, looks to the block. Up top to Garber.
Set him up, get him on the block.
Reset the offense. Here comes the ball screen from Galen. Going to get it to Cruz. Now Miller. Miller's going to turn the corner. Stop. Pump fake. Mister on him. Puts it up. Puts it in.
What a move with balance for Grady.
Grady Miller. Bucket.
He is so strong when he can get that jump stop and then he can go finish that second.
Yep.
Man, oh man. Second elevation after that jump stop.
Badenhop back in as Cruz has a seat.
Big take.
A little more traditional lineup. Miller, free throw. Good.
Big one.
That gives him 6. 5 in the quarter. Quickly. Coley misses.
Good
Gavin
board.
Galen, number 10 on the glass for Gabo.
Get him on the
Here comes
block.
Gray across half court. He's going to set that ball screen. Tried to get the roll. Top of the key. Now turns to the right hand. Steps through. Puts it up. Puts it in.
Can't guard him.
18 for Galen. Up quickly to Trombley. Miller right there. Nowhere to go.
hands.
Isaiah Badenhop with the
Good job.
Great.
Man, he's got good hands.
Another instincts, right?
Yep.
Basketball IQ is high on that kid. Left hand drive. Badenhop flips in the corner to Miller. Right hand's turn, loses the handle, spins, no one's there, puts it up, no good, tipped around, pulled in by Trombley.
Look at this.
Tipped
Isaiah.
away by Badenhop, another
Easy.
turnover.
Got him.
Galen,
Go.
back to Badenhop. Scoop, blocked out of bounds, that's all right, we'll take it out of bounds.
If Gavin squares up, he shoots an easy layup there. I think he was looking a little too unself.
I think he was trying to do this, and Badenhop should have just went boop, right back to him. Cruz in, Miller out. Timeout Warriors.
I like this mentality of Grady and Gavin, full take mode. They know the big guy's out, and they are taking. I like it.
The other part is there is 4 minutes left in somebody's season.
Yeah,
4-12.
that's right. Well,
Tigers by 8.
What we talked about earlier, man. Seniors, this is it.
Yep.
You win or go home, and that clock starts ticking. And we got all the seniors really had a really good game. Blake Garber defensively and obviously assisting the basketball. Grady's starting to get hot now. Gavin.
And Mister checked back in, so they're going to bring him in with 4 minutes left.
Okay.
They almost have to.
Well, with Hester?
Hester.
Yeah,
Hester,
you have
I mean.
to. Yeah. And you got to go at him. You got to make the referee call.
Absolutely.
You either make him put you on the line or the referee. You have to force the action right now. Tigers with the ball out on the baseline. Gray, Galen, Cruz is checked in for Miller, Garber, and Badenhop. As they've gone man out of bounds, ball comes into Garber. Garber looking up top, gives it to Cruz on the dive. He throws it up, no good. Gray with the rebound, that's no good. Rebound's going to be pulled in. They're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to belong to the Warriors.
Ooh, tough one.
He gets that one to go. That's a 10-point lead. We have them. Sweat mop, nobody works it. Ball comes in. Warriors down 8. 4 minutes to play in the season for somebody. Polnitz to Mister. Up top to Coley. Coley to Polnitz. Looking at Hester. In the middle to Mister. High post to Martin. 3 on the way from Coley. That's good.
Big one.
You get that ball to that top. Or high post, and then there we go. Here comes Badenhop against the press. Polnitz on him. He stops, backs it out. 3:30 to play. Tigers by 5 with the ball. Badenhop steps through, puts it up off the glass, gets a roller. He tucked that one like he was going through the line. 2 hands on the ball.
Ooh.
Big, strong move by the freshman. 7-point lead by the Tigers on that 3-chord scoreboard. Mister with the ball. Osri Martin back to Mister. That's a 3. No good. Galen, rebound, number 11. Gives it to Badenhop. 3 minutes and rolling. Tigers by 7. Badenhop with the left-hand drive. Stops, going to be double teamed. Luke throws it to Cruz. Cruz with the left-hand drive. He's wide open. He misses that one. Rebound Galen, his 12th. He's going to go up in traffic on Hester. No good.
Thought they were going to
Rebound
call
tipped around. They're going to call a push on Galen, but Hester hit the floor hard as Cruz went over him for a loose ball.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get him. He had him on the pump fake. Probably could have called it there.
7-point lead for the Tigers. That's only the second team foul of the quarter.
That's what I'm saying. They're not calling fouls, but it's not out of hand, though. You know what I'm saying?
What did I say as soon as those 3 walked in the door? Oh, it's going to be physical tonight.
You did.
Went down and said hi to John. Got to say hi to the Holgate boys. Mister with the ball. Down 7. Warriors on the attack. Mister backs it out, kicks it over to Polnitz. Tigers have kind of switched around. Coley for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Martin. That's his 10. He's going to lose the ball out of bounds. Turnover number 15.
We playing keep away here?
Who's making the call? Me?
I'm asking you.
Yeah, are we or would I? Ball goes deep to Gray, turned over. So there's your answer. Osri Martin to Coley for 3, no good. Or Polnitz for 3.
Good.
That's going to be a rebound by Galen.
Gavin's having a big night. How many rebounds is that?
13.
Wow. 18 and 13 so far.
Yep. You got to trust your free throw shooters. Ball gets skipped to Galen. He's going to bring it across half court. 2 minutes to play. Galen drives in, spins, gets tied up, puts it up.
Yeah, baby.
And 1, Gavin Galen.
Hey. That guy is in take mode. Take mode.
Listen,
I like it.
Listen. This Gavin Galen is not the same Gavin Galen that started the season.
That's right.
All right?
Yep.
That knee was not right.
Yep.
He had only been on it for a couple weeks. You know, he's back full go. Rebound missed, or free throw missed. Mister pulls down the rebound. He's on the fly. He's going to pull that. Badenhop right there, 18-footer, good.
He just don't miss that when he's in rhythm.
Ball, Cruz takes it in, gets it to Gray. Back to Cruz. Gary's going to pick it up,
Good
gets
balance.
it to Garber. We got time.
Gotta go.
Timeout, Badenhop.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! It's good coaching there. Way to keep an eye on the clock. 7-point lead for the Tigers. 1:36 to play on that three-quart scoreboard. It's a good thing these bleachers don't move. You would be wiggling all over. My wife would be like, will you stop it?
Yeah, we have that problem. We go on the road at football. Like, okay, guys, stop wiggling. Who is it?
It's Barrett.
I do it too.
Well, him and Barrett together, it's like an earthquake. Our equipment.
Barrett shakes the whole stick and stand.
Well, and we have a telestrator for football now, and I'm like, okay, guys, you'll be like John Madden with Alzheimer's disease. You got to stop the wiggling.
Can't make a straight line.
Hey, man, we got lights on in here. What's Richie doing? Sorry, I'm paying attention to things. Tigers ball up 7. Galen, Gray, Cruz, Baden-Hop, Garber. The ball comes into Galen. He's going to look over, and then quickly they're going to try. He drives in, steps through. They're going to call a block on Trumbley, and Galen's going to go to the line 4-2. 1:31 to play.
Great job by Gavin to avoid that, get him on the hip. That's what made it the block, or it would have been a charge.
Knowing that they're going to try, do you go offensive defense here? I think that's what the conversation is on the sideline. Galen, first free throw. Good. 21 for Galen on that. 21 points, 13 rebounds.
Wow.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh, that's who I would have put in.
That's the guy.
That's who I was sitting here thinking. Second free throw, no good. Rebound comes by down to Mister. He's double teamed though. Just to slow things down. Here comes Polnitz. Ooh. Polnitz with the dribble. Step back 3 for Mister, no good. Another rebound for Galen. They get it to Gray. Gray's got to handle that rock. He's going to come off a screen by Galen. Attack it. He's going to get bumped by Trombley. Now Wes Wilhelm will get off the bench and check in. We're in the bonus now.
Beautiful.
That's 4 on Trumley. I'm not sure what Trumley averages, but he has 0 tonight.
He had a couple open looks there in the second half too. Just could not knock him down.
First free throw by Gray. Short. Give it a chance, Ethan. When we miss free throws, it's because they're flat and we hit the front of the rim. Very rarely do we miss another way. Well, never mind. I'm an idiot. Husry Martin with his 11th rebound. Quickly the other way. That's going to be a bucket for Mister. Baden-Hop inbounds it to Garber. Back to
Way to get
Baden-Hop.
rid of that quick.
Here
Good
comes
job,
a
Blake.
fly. Baden-Hop drives, scoops, throws it over the board. No good. Polnitz. It took time. That's all that matters right now. 45 seconds to play. Tigers by 6. Martin. Mister throws it off the bottom of the glass out of bounds. Even when they're trying to get a foul. That's frustrating when you're trying to get a foul. Here comes the Warriors. Inbounds the ball to Cruz. The Tigers. Cruz is going to get fouled.
Yeah, well, that's a strong position right there for Gary. When he gets in that position, it's hard to get away from him.
Number 10, Garrison Cruz, shooting 2.
Trying to give sign language to Grady Miller. As Cruz misses the first one.
6-point game. We got to hit some free throws here. This is still too close.
It is. We have 39 seconds to play. Tigers by 6. Cruz, free throw, number
Big
2.
one.
Good. That's 7. Offense, defense as Wilhelm comes in.
11, Wilhelm returns for the orange and black.
Baden-Hop, Wilhelm, Cruz. Here comes Coley. Now Polnitz. 30 seconds to play. Polnitz drives in, puts it up. He's going to be fouled by Cruz. And he's going to the line for 2.
Wow.
Tigers
Okay.
ball against number 10, Cruz, his second, team third. Shooting 2 for the Warriors, number 3.
Lets you get your offensive players in.
Yeah.
I guess you don't hate that one, but you don't want to trade 2 free throws for 1.
No.
as Hester's looking to check back in. I mean, this is a young Emmanuel Christian team.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, Miles is on the bench. I see him over there. You get him next year, this team could be dynamite.
Yeah. Well, do you know how much you learn sitting on that end of the bench? Second free throw up, no good. Pulled in by Hester. He puts it up. That's no good. Gary Cruz tips the ball. It's almost out of bounds. They throw it back into Hester.
Good hands there by Blake.
Holy
Good
cow.
job.
That ball goes over the backboard. Hester pulls it in, and when he brings it down, which I tell bigs all the time, don't bring it down, and Garber takes it away. Cruz grabs it.
You know, Blake Garber's got 2 points tonight, and, man, he's had a heck of a game. He really has played a really nice game.
Four assists. How many steals? That one's probably the biggest of any of them, that deflection right there.
Come on, Gary. There you go.
Cruz, free throw, good.
Action for the Warriors. Number 1, Charlie. Back into the game for the Tigers. Number 11.
Wilhelm checks back in for the Tigers. I catch myself watching. I tell my wife all the time, I'm too involved with this. Gary Cruz, second free throw, no good. Tipped around, pulled in by Coley. Here come the Warriors on the fly. Coley's going to step through, put it up. No good. Rebound missed her. Nope, no good. Rebound kicked around. Pulled in by Gary. Cruz down to Galen. Flips it over to Badenhop, but they're going to fall. They're going to foul. They're going to foul Galen, send him to the free throw line. 7 seconds to play. 7-point lead for the Tigers. Might as well.
Galen at the charity stripe, shooting 2.
Oh.
Close it out here, big fella.
2 free throws for Galen. First one's short. It's too flat. They're yelling shame.
What are they?
They're yelling shame. It's a game. It's a free throw. It's a game we play in practice. When you miss free throws, you get shamed, and then you have to go off to the and then until someone else.
The
misses.
people are saying you got to show Gavin Galen more love here, man.
Are they?
Yeah.
I love Gavin. That's why I'm so difficult or so hard on him. Garber gets the rebound. 58-50.
Big win.
Everybody, thank you for coming.
That is a 20-point fourth quarter for the Tigers.
Safely.
Woo! Tigers pull it out 58-50 to move on. What a amazing. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I love Gavin. I really do. He's so much fun. He is so good.
They were joking, but they're like, tell Chris, show him some love.
Yeah. Oh, Gavin is this is one heck of a night for him, and man, when he has the go mentality of take and I'm going to go get to the hoop, he is tough to stop, and that's what you saw tonight. He had that mentality of I'm going to take and I'm going to go get, and he did. Big night.
22 and 14 for the big fella.
Big night.
What a good evening. Jigs, you want to jump through into some of those numbers?
Yeah, we'll go with the finishing numbers here for Liberty Center. Blake Garber, 2 points. Grady Miller with 6. Ethan Gray with 13. Isaiah Badenhop, 9 points. Garrison Cruz, 2 points. Cam Robinson with 4. Gavin Galen with the big 22. For Emmanuel Christian, Donovan Coley with 8 points. Antoine Mister, 17. Hester, 6. Ursay Martin, 4. And Polnitz with 15 points for Emmanuel Christian.
You're not going to believe this one. Here we go. Emmanuel Christian goes 21 of 53 for the night. Tigers go 21 of 62 from the field. 14 of 48. Wow. From the key. From the free throw line, they go 12 of 22. 4 of 10 from the three-point line. They go 8 of 16. I'm sorry, they go 6 of 18 in that fourth quarter. Every shot was taken in the key.
Wow.
Or the free throw line.
Wow.
Free throw line, like I said, in that fourth quarter, 8 of 16 in the fourth. That goes 12 of 22. I'm sorry, 16 of 22. That might be, or 28. That might be the best they've shot from the free throw line. Oh, no, that's right.
They need
12 of
money.
22. For what?
Dad, they need money.
We all need money. Gavin Galen leads the way on the boards tonight with 14, 11 for Usry Martin for Emmanuel Christian. What a night. 4 rebounds for Gary Cruz. Ethan Gray gets 4, 3 for Garber, 2 for Spangler, 2 for Miller, 1 rebound for Isaiah Badenhop. Assist. Garber has 4, 2 for Gray, 2 for Badenhop, 1 apiece for Robinson and Galen. Rebounding, like I said, on the other side, Usry Martin had 11 to lead the way. 5 from Hester, 5 from Mister, 4 from Trombley, 2 from Coley, 3 from Polnitz. 58-50 final. They give up 15, but they score 20 in that fourth quarter. I mean, and they were...
You're right. It was like the flip switched, and they were taken to the hoop. And, man, oh, man, what an exciting fourth quarter. What a great game.
Just
complete game at Liberty Center tonight.
You know, how many times during the year have we got to the end of the third quarter and just kind of not finished the game?
Yeah.
That is how you play, young man. You too.
Thank you.
Tonight we're joined by Isaiah Badenhop and Gavin Galen. Gavin, you got the chain, so you talk first. We sat here at halftime and we said, hey, we are 16 minutes from somebody's season ending, and then you came out and just played Gavin Galen basketball, and obviously I'm a huge critic of yours. The fans, the people are actually giving me crap, saying I need to give you love because you 22 and 14. That's what you did tonight. Mentality in that second half. What was your thought process going in it? Because you just took it to Hester like he was me.
We knew it was going to be a fight. They're a good team. I don't think we were both the bottom seed, but we both knew coming into this it wasn't going to be easy for either one, and it was who wanted it more at the end of the game.
6 of 18 in the fourth quarter as a team. Every shot was in the key. Was that something that was changed at the end of the third quarter, or was it just, hey, we're just more aggressive and we're making it happen in the key?
I feel like when we were attacking, we were getting whatever we wanted. I mean, we didn't make everything, but we were getting offensive rebounds, and I feel like attacking was our way to go.
Isaiah, couple rebounds, a couple assists, but all night it seemed like you had your hands on a basketball, stripping it away, being aggressive. Jigs could not stop talking about your on-ball defense tonight. Knocked down a big 3. As we're seeing this progress, how were you feeling tonight, particularly with bigger, quicker guards?
I felt pretty good. I saw that, they would have to step out on Cam, Ethan, Max, everybody, so I just took my opportunities to get to the basket when I could.
Talk about affecting the game in other ways than just scoring. Obviously, your ball handling, defense. I feel like you got a real knack for seeing where your offensive player's going, beating him to the spot and tying a bunch of balls up. You probably had 2 or 3 tie-ups tonight. Talk about affecting the game in other ways other than scoring.
I know I have coming into the game that I'm going to have to guard some better players, some of the best players around. So I just know that I'm going to have to sit down, guard, get my hands on balls when I can, and help in other ways when I'm not scoring. Yeah,
well, it's definitely shown. As a freshman, obviously you're finding your way, finding the pace and where you kind of fit in, and a lot of times you're not going to be looked upon to score a lot, but affecting the game in other ways, that's what's been so impressive.
Thank you.
To see from you, and certainly had a good game tonight.
We talked quite a bit tonight about basketball IQ, making the right play. Obviously, you don't have a choice, right? It's that or get beat at home. We all know that's all happened. No, I'm joking. But so many times we've talked over the season about particularly in practice, eyes down to the block. There was not in the half court. I can't remember one time where you caught the ball and didn't immediately look down to the block. And as a post player, I love that. But that is a compliment to you because it's making the right play every time. And Gavin, how does that make you feel knowing that you got a player that's looking for you as option number one every time he touches the ball?
Good, really good.
Yeah, I felt like that was definitely a focus tonight on feeding you the ball because they were even first half on. It was feed you the ball, get you some touches, and whether you were making a move on that first touch or not, I felt like that was a focus, and it definitely worked well tonight.
I feel like we've been getting the ball more inside, and everything collapsed, and we have guys knocking down shots now. I feel like that's one of the bigger things with their offense as we keep going.
Is this an adjustment that you're making consciously, or is it subconsciously? It seems like first part of the game as we're getting in, the offense is designed for you to be off weak side on that block, and then as the game moves on and as you start to get rolling, you float, and then towards the end, like tonight in the fourth quarter, you were parked on the strong side, and I think I may have heard you call for the ball even one time, which means Gavin, when Gavin calls for the ball one time, it means I want it every time down the floor. Is that something you consciously are doing, or it's just once you get going, you want the rock in your hands?
Yeah, I feel like as the game goes on, it depends on how our offense is running. If someone else is hot, give them the ball, or whoever else is on their game tonight, give them the ball, and tonight it was just my night.
Well, it was a big one, and you guys were huge parts of this, and now a couple more days of practice, and then on to Tenor on Friday night. So get some rest. We got a battle tomorrow, and good luck.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Gavin Galen and Isaiah Badenhop joined us in the post-game interview. Two kids that had a huge part in this 8-point win for the Tigers. And Jigs, that's a whole different monster tonight as we're going to see on Friday. Tenora, it's still kind of the same idea, though. As you're watching this game, that 5-out motion offense, Tenora runs that as well. They're going to slide a bunch of shooters through it, though.
Yeah, I remember that first game of the year playing at Tenora and thinking Tenora's not that big, but we wouldn't get the ball inside just because I think we were still figuring out how to play with each other, just coming off, obviously, a long football season. So interested to see what the change is going to be heading into that game because we got a couple bigs that are playing at their best basketball right now.
Now, the other part of that is, right, we talked about Gavin, but that first week was first football player practice on Monday.
Yeah.
They went in scrimmage Marion Local on Tuesday, practice on Wednesday, Thursday, first game on Friday.
It's crazy.
So,
and it was a tight game. We were up. They came back, right? So we had them on the ropes. And
we came out early.
Yep.
And, they came out early, jumped on them, and once again, fourth quarter.
Yep.
It was a good game, and then the fourth quarter it got tight, and we just didn't finish. But you look at legs and you look at things like that and how that works out.
Yeah, I expect that to be a war, and it's going to be one heck of a game Friday night.
I can't imagine Coach Limenstall left tonight thinking, "Oh, this ought to be fun on Friday."
Yeah, right.
They were all sitting right down here, half court, front row. They got a real good eye full of what was going on and what's going to happen as we get joined by the man himself. Coach Craig Badenhop.
Sweaty.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's...
I sprayed it. I disinfected it because they sweated it up.
Holy cow.
Well, Coach.
Good job, Coach.
Survive in advance.
Absolutely. We talked before the game. This is not an 8-9 matchup. I don't care. You put these two teams in the majority of the districts across the state, and these are not the 8th and 9th best teams. It just happened to be our record, our schedules, whatever it is. That's a good basketball team.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're long, they're athletic, they're quick, and man, I'm not sure. Even in some of those higher level games we played against St. Francis and Perrysburg and Anthony Wayne, that might be the most tough shot making that I've seen out of a team all year long. I mean, we're sitting there on the bench saying good when they're shooting it because we felt like it was good defense challenge, kind of a pull up tough, and they just kept going in, and they kept going in, and we kind of had to switch it up there to his zone just to do something to get him out of rhythm because, man, they made as many tough shots as any team I think I've coached against.
Everything. I know the scouting report said mid-range J, and normally that's a win.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, maybe you wanted him to pull a 3 in that situation because they were just so good from 18 to 15 feet.
He it's almost like that one dribble, hard dribble into the 17-footer is automatic. I mean, it's a
Can't
smooth.
guard it either.
No, and he rises up, and you're there to challenge. I mean, the last one that he hit down there, he kind of crossed, and Isaiah did a great job of challenging and it just goes in. Like, I mean, that's a big boy shot. So give them a lot of credit because we knew it was going to be a battle. They made a ton of tough shots, but I thought that at the end of the day, it felt like Gavin decided at some point that we're not going to lose that game, and just whatever he had to do, and just an absolute man-size effort.
We made that comment in the game, and I just said it to Gavin. I was like, the offense is not designed for him to be strong side.
Right.
He's supposed to be weak side, but you can almost tell as he gets going, he starts to float to the strong side, and there in the fourth quarter, he had it parked on the block. You looked
Give me
like,
the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I kind of joked, yesterday he called for the ball in practice one time, and I about threw him a pizza party. I was so darn happy about it. Tonight, it looked like he just said in the timeout, either I touch it every time or I'm going to whip you in the locker room, and off they went. And he just was a man in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I it reminds me, you think back to last year's sectional final game in here against Eastwood, and it was very similar. Gavin and Landon decided in the fourth quarter that we're not losing this game and put us on our back, and it felt like that's what Gavin did again here, just demanding the ball, finishing, getting to the free throw line. I mean, rebounding, felt like every rebound that we had went to Gavin. Or at least he was there challenging. And I feel like whatever he had for rebounds, you could add 10 to it because some guards probably got a couple. He got his hands on, got deflected, and then they ends up in their hands. So, again, Gavin, just a real man-sized effort tonight.
6 of 18 in the fourth quarter in the key. You didn't take any other shots other than free throws. Everything was in the key. It seemed like was that something you said, or they just said we're gonna take it to 3 feet and try to finish?
I feel like the shot that Isaiah took was absolutely terrible down here. the layup that he took. Other than that, I felt like 17 really good shots.
Yeah.
And we told him that if we get an open, Ethan gets an open 3 in that situation, we're taking that shot. Maybe not in the last 35 seconds, but 2 minutes to go, that's as good as a layup for us. I mean, Ethan taking that 3 dagger shot type of thing. So we didn't have a specific conversation about layups only, but it felt like when their pressure got extended, I felt very confident in our guards and Isaiah and Blake getting around their guy, attacking, getting to the basket, or just even attacking and kicking back out to kind of relieve that pressure. I thought those two did a fantastic job. I mean, Dave just told me he thought we had 6 turnovers maybe in the game.
I had 7.
Okay, yeah. So against that pressure and against that kind of length and athleticism, that get a lot of credit to our guards there for handling that.
Yeah, they were monsters. I thought when you went to the zone, you still did an excellent job rebounding out of it, which is difficult to do, particularly with their length.
Yeah, I felt like at that point we went to zone. It's kind of when Gary kicked it into gear, and he got some man-sized rebounds on that backside. It wasn't just Gavin in the middle. It was Gary going with 2 hands and bodies around him. And even that play at half court here, there's bodies flying everywhere, and all of a sudden it's like from the ashes, here comes Gary with the ball, and everybody's flying off of him. So I thought he stepped up in that zone and helped us kind of get over that hump from a rebounding standpoint and join Gavin in that block party.
Polnitz has 15, not exactly what you were expecting. It seems like every game it's someone that was like down the chart a little bit has a night. But
I mean, we jokingly said in our shoot-around that number 3, who he's a good player, we knew, but when in the pecking order of who you're scouting, he was down there. Jokingly said in shoot-around, you know what that means, right? He's going to go for 25. And heck, I looked up there and I'm like, we might not have been too far off because he had some tough shots.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, again, give our kids credit. We kept battling and kind of responded to some adversity in a positive way, just like last Friday.
I think the most impressive part of tonight was, you're down 3 at halftime. Mister is making tough shots. Yeah. And nobody likes it. And then, you don't see the head come down. Their body language doesn't change. They're like, all right, we're going to go get one, and we're going to keep going. These kids are just monsters when it comes to,
mental toughness.
Yeah,
I mean, right now they are. I mean, right now their response has been, especially lately, their response is now to become the aggressor when things aren't going our way rather than getting into a shell, which is what we kind of had done in the past, where when you do that, then it just compounds and snowballs. When you're the aggressor, generally good things end up happening for you. I felt like that's kind of the mantra we took there, especially mid-third quarter on, we became very aggressive, and it kind of rode us to the end.
45-point second half the other night, 35-point second half tonight. What in a 20-point fourth quarter?
Yeah,
that's how you close games.
That's all. Yeah, give credit to the kids who are on the floor, because that's not necessarily a specific game plan change. That's just them going out and making plays when they need to.
Tenora was here. Obviously, you've seen the Rams. You're both different teams than you were that far away. We talked about it. Yeah, we've played them, but it was after 3 days of practice and one scrimmage, and Gavin Galen wasn't quite Gavin Galen yet.
Well, not only that, but you talk about some contrasting styles between tonight and what Friday night will be, and contrasting personnel and our the complete flip of what we can expect going into that game. At least based on what we know of them and what we've seen of them. But there's a reason why they have 17 wins, and they're extremely efficient offensively. They generally don't give you a whole lot. They're not going to make mistakes. They're not going to turn the ball over. They're not going to take bad shots. So it's a matter for us if sometimes patience gets talked about a lot on offense. For us, sometimes patience needs to be talked about on defense, and we can't get bored with preventing them from getting great shots. We can't start fouling and jumping out and doing crazy stuff. So. But yeah, we'll get to film, and it seems like it was only 7 weeks ago when we played our first game. But I mean, it feels like a lifetime ago at this point. So
it's going to say jump to the ball, real big on top of defense.
Jump to the ball.
Well, Coach, we'll let you go celebrate this one.
Job,
congratulations, and hopefully we have this conversation again Friday.
Let's hope. See you guys.
Coach Badenhop of the Liberty Center Tigers, victorious.
Big win.
Moving on. Hey, it doesn't matter. At this time of year,
win
they
in
can
advance,
be pretty,
baby.
They can be ugly. They only got to be by one. We've both been in games where we should have won by 20 and we won by 3.
That's right.
And that's all that matters at all. Overtime games that should never have been to overtime. All right, well, Jigs, I guess we'll see. We're up in the air. I know we'll have the game on Friday, whether it's you and me, or me and Mr. McGee, or you and Mrs. McGee. Who knows what's going on? A little fibber action there. So, Cole, thank you very much as well.
Good job.
Obviously, Mark was here, talked a bunch about spring sports and how exciting that's going to be, and simulcast, baseball, and softball, and sounds like a terrible thing for an IT guy. So, Cole, good luck with that, buddy. At least it's just nonsense from me and Jigs here. Tigers improved to 10-12 on the season, and they're going to move on to Friday night in the sectional finals, trying to get another win. We need 4. It's hard to believe it. 101 years of basketball here at Liberty Center, we've been to 1 regional.
Well, we talked about it. We are very capable this year. Very capable.
My wife gets tired of hearing it. Winnable game. What's going to happen? It's a winnable game, and she's like, ugh. I'm like, this squad can legitimately.
Yeah.
They can play with or beat anybody.
They can.
They hit a couple shots and it gets wicked. So. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you Friday night.